It began with taxes and who should pay more to support her view. Darletta Scruggs on FBN.
When we talk about taxing the 1%, and I did see the previous interview you did where you said the 1% is anyone making above $250,000 or more, I would completely disagree with you and what you think the 1% is. But when we say the 1%, we're talking about those that are making billions of dollars, particularly off of industries like private prisons.
Rather than go knee-jerk toward trying to get more money. Find out first how we're spending it.
Neil, where are we spending our money? We're spending our money on wars. We're spending our money on tax breaks for big, wealthy corporations.
Well, how do you feel about spending money on How do you feel about spending money on Medicare, Social Security, Medicaid?
That is our budget. Our military budget was $607 billion, larger than 7 countries combined.
But how do you feel? Okay,
so we're not going to pit one being more important than the other. The issue is we're prioritizing war and prison more than education and health care. There's creativity. There's creativity when it comes to war.
Understood.
We shouldn't have to cut it. It shouldn't be a question of cutting things. There's money there. If we can pull $1 trillion to say, oh, we need more nuclear weapons, then obviously there's money lying around that could be used to pay for education. The fact that I have to get on here and argue for education is asinine. It's not that big of a task. To have free public community college, it will cost $62 billion. The U.S. government spent $69 billion in 2014 just on financial aid programs.
But let's say we wiped out all defense spending. Let's say now we're treading even.
Who's making that argument, Neil? Who's making that argument?
Just as an example.
You've taken
Darletta, I'm using it as an example.
It to the next level.
No, Darletta, I'm just using an example.
That's the worst example. We can use better examples.
Darletta, please listen.
I shouldn't have to answer the question of how to handle the deficit that the government created. I'm not a government official. I wasn't elected into office to solve these problems. I'm a tax-paying citizen, a young person that is seeking opportunities in a system that is unable to provide it regardless of what the argument is. And I say that this system of capitalism has proven itself illegitimate and it cannot provide basic things like education, shelter, health care. We need to readjust how we view our society if someone has to get on here and defend the right to education.
Darletta, I caught your comments in Germany. You were really impressive out there.
You do good research.
But that country doesn't do nearly the amount of this stuff that these other countries do. It's the country that Greece comes to get money.
You're pointing to Greece because it fits your argument. But we have Sweden, we have Finland,
it is the strongest
Brazil,
economy.
we have plenty of countries
Darletta,
that offer
it's the
free
strongest
college
economy
education.
in Europe, precisely because it did not go down this path of the government providing all of this stuff. Now, I'm not saying some of your priorities aren't good, and they're valid.
Germany has free college education and free health care. We're only talking about the topic of college education. Now you're trying to blow it up of all the problems in the world. We're talking about college education.
But do you think Bernie Sanders is right to just raise taxes?
You're refusing to answer my question. You're refusing to answer my question. You're saying that the United States cannot provide quality education to its citizens. That is the reality. Is that what you're telling me?
No, I'm saying the United States can't afford, as things are now, to pay for college for everybody without paying through the nose and taxing a lot. Prioritize. We can set our focus. Well, I'm saying, Darletta, before we talk about raising taxes, let's focus on where our tax money's already going.
No one said anything about raising taxes but you, Neil.
And the rich and the banks
pay more. But when you say raising taxes, you want your viewers who are crunched financially to feel like taxes are going to be raised on them. When I say raising taxes, I'm talking about bankers. I'm talking about the 0.01%, the Rothschilds, the Waltons, billionaires, hedge fund billionaires. We're talking about two different people here.
Before we decide on trying to give the government more money, let's find out what the hell it's doing with the money it has, right?
We know what it's doing with the money. It's giving tax breaks to the rich, and it's paying for war. Expensive wars. We know. I'm not confused. Maybe you should do some more research, Neil, if you're confused about where your tax dollars are going. I understand exactly where it's going, and it's not going anywhere in education because it's not profitable. We live in a system of capitalism where the idea is to make money. If it doesn't make money, it's not a priority. We need to restructure our society and how it's set up and reprioritize on what we value as important. And money and profits should not be more important than education and human life. And the fact that it is a problem.
Thank you.